Hey, pool builders, do you want to stack your calendar full of jobs just like this in 2025? Then this is the video for you. In case you don't know me, my name is Eric with Pool Bros Marketing. We help pool builders grow and scale their business. In this video, I'll be covering the top 5 areas of marketing every pool builder should be focused on as we wrap up 2024 and head into 2025. Now let's jump in this video. So we like to look at 5 particular areas of marketing to focus on when it comes to marketing for pool builders. These 5 areas are ones that every pool builder should focus on at the bare minimum. First pillar of marketing we want to take a look at is going to be your Google business profile. So let's look at it like this. Your customers, before they come and do business with you, they're going to go do their research on your pool building business. And a lot of times the way they find you in the first place is by word of mouth referral. A friend had a pool done and they tell you, hey, look, so-and-so did my pool. We were happy with it. And then at that point, they'll reach out to you and maybe they'll start that conversation directly with you. But most often, they'll do their research online and figure out who you are, what type of jobs you do, whether you even offer their type of pool they're looking for in the first place. So Google says that customers need 7 hours of content over 11 touch points through 4 different channels before they actually choose to do business with a particular business. So that's where all these pillars of marketing come into play here before you ever even get started. So that first pillar of marketing that we're going to focus on after they find out who you are is going to be your Google business profile. So let's look at that customer journey. Customer comes in, they figure out who you are. First thing they're going to do is either Google your business or actually go Google that area and see if your pool building business even pops up in the area they're looking for. So let's say that you're in Orlando. They're wanting to get a pool built in their backyard in Orlando. So pool builder in Orlando. There we go. All right. So what we have here is going to be your Google search engine result page. You'll have your Google guaranteed ads. You'll have a couple other paid ads, but this is your Google business profile that pops up on the map pack. As far as where it's at on here, that's always going to be proximity based. But let's take for this, case in point here, we'll do Premier Pools of Central Florida. This will be the one we use for this example, but we're going to do a deep dive on them and take a look at it and see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and kind of some areas that you may be able to focus on for yourself. On this Google business profile, I like it because they actually have their keywords are in their actual name. So pools in Central Florida. So it showcases that they're doing pools in Central Florida. So if you're looking for a pool builder in Orlando, that's going to help out a lot. Now, if your true name is not Premier Pools in Central Florida or of Central Florida, and you put that in your name for your profile, you might get flagged and pulled by Google. So definitely make sure that you're putting in your actual business name on that business name. So we'll take a look at here. They got the website directions, call, share. The biggest thing to take a look at is they have what we call marketing your NAP, your name, address, and phone number. So when we look at that, Premier Pools of Central Florida is going to be your name. Your address is right here. Your phone number is right here. You always want to make sure that is the same across most all your platforms online. They've got their website in. They've got services offered. So we click your own services. This is where a lot of pool builders miss out at is they don't put in services. They just have a basic profile set up. They don't go and set up services. Services on this one are okay. It's good that they got them, but there's a lot of room to improve on this here. So definitely opportunities there on the services. Reviews are huge for your reputation online. Everyone always takes a look at your Google business profile when it comes to deciding who to work with. They'll look at your reviews, how many reviews you have, how many stars you have. And if it sucks, they're probably not going to do business with you. So always make sure you're 4.2, 4.5 and above and have at least 20 reviews. That way it showcases that you're doing business and you keep your customers happy. But if we do a deep dive on these reviews and take a look at it, good thing is always make sure your customers post some pictures. If you can ever encourage that, pictures do great. Shows Google that you're actually doing the work and it's not just a BS review that came in. Cool thing is I like on this one, it looks like the owner actually is responding to this. So it's always good to respond. That tells Google that you actually care about your customer's business and you want to respond and you want to make sure they're happy. Right here on the updates, this is like your social media profile for your Google business profile. This gives you the opportunity to post pictures, videos, updates, specials, whatever it may be. You can showcase that right here. And it looks like this builder, maybe once a year they're posting. I would recommend this about once a week here if you have some updates, current builds, current digs, whatever it may be. Simple picture, even a team picture at a team outing helps out on this. Showcases your real business and your real people. So photo side here, always post good, high quality photos and videos. A lot of times builders think that they have to wait for their customers to post this stuff. You don't have to wait for your customers to post this information. You can actually go in as a builder and post your own pictures and your own videos. And I highly recommend something to do if you're building pools is hire a professional photographer. These real estate photographers will come out and do videos and pictures of every build, start to finish. And a lot of times you can contract them to do a initial picture, video, and pictures of the build before it even starts. And then you can have them do it in the after, and they charge you for the same fee. The thing is, when you do that, you can actually have that pool builder email a marketing company like us. You can actually have them send them pictures directly to the company. That way there's none of this, hey, do you mind sending me some pictures of a recent build? No, that's one of the worst things in the world, because pool builders, they do a great job at making these pools, but they're not photographers. They don't, half the times, they don't do good pictures. Half the times you can't even get pictures. It's always tough when it comes to getting content from pool builders for social media posting, websites, or whatever it may be. It's like pulling teeth. So your customers sometimes are your best ones, but as you can see, they don't always do the best pictures either. So your Google business profile, you do want to make sure you focus on it, put some time in it, because that is going to be the first place people start to look for you, and it ties into everything else. You can think of it like a hub. You're the hub of a wheel. It's the center, and it supports everything else around it. So your profile is very important. Real quick, I know what you might be thinking. This is a lot, and I just want to build pools, and that's cool. The good thing is I can't build pools, but my team and I can market. So if you want to talk to me about how we can possibly help you implement this into your business, check out the link in the description below. Now let's get back to that video. So after they've gone to your Google business profile, the next place that they're going to go take a look at is going to be the most obvious, and that's going to be your website. So when they go to your website, you can see right here, they'll click on your website and go directly to your website. Now, sometimes they might go back to Google and search on your name to see what pops up, but sometimes they don't. They just click on the website and go straight to your website. So your website with SEO focus is going to be that second pillar of marketing that we do focus on for pool builders. Now, this website looks good, very flashy. It's got some, it looks like it had some, there we go, some transitions here on the hero image. One thing I don't like about this website is there is no call to action to try and grab a lead right here. Now, first time I looked at this, I didn't see anything, but then as I look up at the top, guess what? Get a quote in your pool build. You know what? Put this in the middle of your hero image. That way people will actually see it, and they'll actually click on it up here. It just honestly blends in with some things, but having a hero image with a lead capture call to action is always good. This page is great because it does have a lot of pictures. It talks about what the company does. It's got some cool transitions, which are great. It helps somewhat on that load time, but sometimes flashy transitions can actually slow down a site. One big thing to do is make sure when you are building a site, it is mobile optimized, because a lot of people are actually searching on their cell phones these days, and they don't ever actually make it to a website on the desktop to take a look at your webpage. All right, got a quote for your estimate. Cool. All right, okay. Now financing, this is something most of them that we always make sure to include, and it looks like they did it right. So if you look here, they actually have it, but down in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that they actually link them over to their landing page with Lions Financial and everybody else. I've seen at times when we've done sites to where they have these pictures there, but they don't link them over to their actual landing page, which you can see right here, Lion Financial dealer / Premier Pools. Okay, so Lions Financial actually does landing pages for their pool builders, and look, it looks just like their page. So this is great. That is awesome. Definitely having something like this, giving some insight. One of the biggest problems that we had when we were doing our pool is just we didn't know where to truly get started. It took so much research to figure it out, and we actually used Lion Financial to finance our pool, but they actually, is a super simple process, went through it, and they walked us through everything. And the pool builder we used was great. Took a lot of research to figure out the best person to use, but they walked us through the entire process. So going back over to the website, I do have some opinions here about it as far as something. Okay, there we go. Area serve. So always have a service area page. So we take a look at that. Let's see here, more than 25 years, custom outdoor pools. Okay, it shows the areas that they do service, which is good. Free estimate. All right, one thing I don't notice is there's no actual chat widget on here, so it does not look like they do live chat or have some sort of responder there. A design process shows the design process. So that's what people want to know. This is exactly what potential business coming to you wants to know is, what does that pool building process look like? What's my backyard going to look like when you start digging into it and setting it up for a pool? All right. Overall site looks good. Let's jump back over to the home page here. Now, always like to take a look. We got on-page SEO and off-page. So that back-end SEO as far as what Google sees. Google doesn't read it like this. Google actually takes a look and looks at content in a different way. So right here, I've got a extension here that showcases with the meta title, the meta description, all the information that Google sees on the back end. So taking a look at this, they're probably doing really well. If you actually did some digging in on their SEO, they're ranking probably pretty well for a pool builder in Orlando. It looks like they've got the proper length for the title and description. They've got their canonical setup, back-end SEO stuff. But overall, looking good here. One thing that I see that I'm not happy with is they have no H1. So if they would have had an H1 here, as far as maybe right here, Premier Pool Builder, or get a quote from the Premier Pool Builder in Orlando, and then had a lead capture right here, and had that quote as an H1, that would definitely help them out grabbing more SEO as far as drive more business back there, because Google sees that H1, and that H1 has a lot of weight as far as coming in to show Google what that page is actually about. So definitely want to make sure you have that set up right. It does have internal links, images. Now, alt text that's back end stuff. It's not nearly as important as it used to be, but used to be that you could geotag a lot of that stuff, and it actually held a lot of weight. As far as what Google says is most important on SEO right now, that's not too important. Schema, this right here is some more back end code, but that's stuff that we always set up when we're doing websites for pool builders. Those are the little things. So when a search engine result page pulls up, it's got these little snapshots of stuff. That's where a lot of this schema comes into place. So you can see the socials, Facebook, LinkedIn preview, Twitter preview, but there we go. We got that there. Overall, this site right here that we're showing as an example looks good. It's got definitely has some opportunities, but as we see with all pool builders we do work with, a lot of times we come in, we go ahead and help update the site and fix those SEO issues and help drive more organic traffic, because ultimately when you sleep, you want your website doing business for you, grabbing those leads and bringing them in. Now, that third pillar of focus we like to focus on is going to be your social media content. Now, we take a look at socials here. I like this website because as we went to it, first off, one thing you don't notice is there is no social media links right here on the homepage at the very top, which is good, because if people jump to your webpage and they see the socials on the top and they jump out of it, they're bouncing off your page. So that shows Google that they did not find what they're looking for, and ultimately they were wanting to go to your socials. So what this pool builder did is down at the very bottom is right here. There we go. We've got socials linked in at the very bottom. So taking a look at these, real quick look at them. Facebook, Instagram, that's the most popular ones here these days as far as the easiest ones. Most the older generation, the younger generation, you'll find them either on Facebook or Instagram, but people always want to show off what they're doing, showcase pictures, videos, reels. That's always a good opportunity to drive more traffic to your site or just build more brand awareness. Okay, so this pool builder is actually putting up content regularly. They've got their site linked over, emails linked over. They're doing some videos. Okay, that's awesome. Pool designer talking right there, but it showcases who they are, what they do. I can actually check and see if this pool builder is running ads. So when you take a look at a website or a business site, go to About, click on Page Transparency, and you can see right here if they're running ads. It'll show right here if they're running ads. Once this loads up, there we go. Currently not running any ads. LinkedIn's always going to be a good one to do, because LinkedIn, you'll get those a little more higher, let's say more luxurious, bigger pool builds, because with LinkedIn being a professional website, you get CEOs, people in higher paying roles, and they might be wanting to do something like build a super fabulous pool in their backyard. And that's where if you have your content on there and they're seeing that, it gets you a lot more exposure to people. There's probably more money floating around here than on Facebook. And a lot of times you get people who like and share this stuff. And then it's another great opportunity as far as socials go to showcase what you're doing. Right here, I'll showcase Instagram first because that ties right into Facebook. But this right here, this is a slept on platform, and that's going to be YouTube. I say is the most slept on platform for pool builders because they're just not using it. So the number one search engine is Google. Number two search engine is, guess what? YouTube. And guess who YouTube is owned by? Google. So at that point, you always got to make sure that putting content everywhere, but you want to start on the easiest ones. So pick one or two and start there, or have your marketing team go out and make sure you're everywhere. But taking a look at this one here, the thing is, last time they did this video was 2 years ago. It only has 31 views. So there's a lot that does go into the SEO side of YouTube, and you got to make sure you have that right information on there. Make sure you're geotagging to make sure when people are searching in your area. So if they had a free-form pool built in Orlando, construction time, stuff like that, that's what you need to have. Plenty of opportunity here to grow this. Videos, shorts are always cool when you're out doing a pool build, doing a quick little walkthrough as far as what that day looks like. Like I said, a lot of times it's tough to get videos and pictures from pool builders. So if you actually had that photographer, they can help out with that. They can do drone shots. They can do basic videos. Always something to look into, because if you're doing $150,000 pool, go ahead and take $200 out and hire a photographer to do some professional pictures. It's game changing for a pool builder. All right, so that next pillar of marketing that we're going to focus on kind of ties into the socials because it does push advertising out there, and that's going to be your paid ads. So with Google pay-per-click, that's where you run ads on Google's network, to where it could be on Google, it could be some partner sites, it could be YouTube. All those ads are ran through Google. On Meta side, this is where you run ads on Facebook and Instagram. And at that point, that's where really I like to look at paid ads like fuel for the fire. So your Google business profile, your website, your socials, those are more organic and driving traffic there organically, which could take some time. But when you want to run business a lot faster, that's where you can actually run paid ads. Like I said, throwing fuel on the fire, accelerating everything. It's going to drive traffic there, because now at that point, when you are looking here on that Google search engine result page, you'll see those ads popping up at the top like I showed earlier. That's going to be where those ads are. That's where you'll see the ads pop up here on Facebook and Instagram. But overall, it's good to have that omni-channel presence, to where you're showing up on Google, you got your website, you got your business profile, you got your paid ads, you got your socials. That's where those 11 touch points on the 4 different channels that Google's looking for people looking to grow their business. Ultimately, you want to make sure you're showing up everywhere. All right, that last pillar of marketing we like to focus on, it kind of complements all the other pillars. We like to utilize artificial intelligence, and I know right now it's a buzzword for some people. Some people know how to use it. Some people don't truly understand it. Everyone still thinks Terminator's about to come take over the world, and Chat GPT is going to be leading that charge. I can tell you one thing: your Roomba's not going to wake up and kill you overnight. Not sure I say kill you, but your Roomba's not going to do anything to you overnight because of AI. Hope to God it doesn't, but maybe. So anyways, when it comes to AI, we like to utilize AI to reduce some of those tasks. As far as those tasks that you have to manually do yourself, a lot of those manual tasks that you do yourself or don't do in your pool building business can easily be handled through AI, where AI can actually go in and follow up and nurture leads, send out reputation requests, keep customers up to date with their pool build status. There's so much stuff that AI can do, and AI kind of ties all your marketing into it, to where once you have AI integrated into your business, it's game changing for you. Lots of cool things that we've done for some pool builders to tie AI into their business, to where it reduces the need for, not necessarily reduces the need for people. We don't ever want to take anyone's job, but we can help people do their job better. So that's it. If you're looking to grow and scale your pool building business in 2024, focusing on these 5 pillars of marketing are going to help you grow. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it, and can implement some of these strategies that I covered. Now, if it's too much for you, but you want it, and you want my team to help you out with it, go ahead, check out the link below to book a call with us and talk about how you're currently marketing your pool building business and how we could possibly help you. We will be releasing videos every week, so like and subscribe for more tips on growing and scaling your pool building business. See you in the next video.